and the days were cold and gray. On one particular dreary morning, as she left her apartment to walk across campus to her first class, it seemed as if the bottom was falling out from under her. She felt so discouraged that as she walked amongst the sea of foreign faces, she began to silently pray. With tears in her eyes, she wondered if she could go on. She questioned why she'd come to BYU when things just were not working out. As she arrived at her first class, she took up her normal anonymous chair in the back of the room. It was a big general education class with at least 150 students in a theater-style room. As she prepared for the start of class, she looked up to see if the professor was already there. As she located him up front, she realized that he had been looking directly at her. Somewhat embarrassed, he looked back down at his notes and readied himself to begin speaking to the class. Then, in a spontaneous move, he left the podium platform and climbed the stairs to the aisle seat where Marianne was seated. He stopped in front of her and said almost in a whisper, "I don't know why, but I feel impressed to tell you that the Lord loves you deeply and knows you." He then smiled kindly and returned to the podium. It was the only time that semester that they interacted personally, but it was a game changer for this discouraged young freshman from Wisconsin. The Lord was indeed aware of her. She knew that he knew about her. I wish that I knew the professor's name so that I could